Welcome to another episode of Dinosaur Island. There is new dinosaurs again. Just a couple, but still, there are new dinosaurs. And I hope you enjoy this episode of Dinosaur Island. Here we see at the watering hole, it's all dried up. Here we see a dead Kronosaurus baby. The velociraptors have found it and they take it to their nest. You see, they put it in their nest. And the male velociraptor is in this kind of sort of mud. And within minutes, he's up to his belly. The female does not recognize he is stuck in the mud. And then she starts sinking too. And soon they are up to their chins. They're struggling, but the more they struggle, the more they sink. The female is now dead. One of our velociraptors, even one of the main characters, has just died. And then the male does not recognize she was struggling so much that she sinks. And then he starts to struggle as well. And then he starts to sink as much too. And now they are dead. As we head to Monsterkiller's nest, it is over where the Styracosaurus' nest used to be. And you can see there's a dead Dimetrodon. And the baby still left to die. And I know you guys are so surprised when I tell you this. Monsterkiller is not a Tyrannosaurus. He is a Giganotosaurus. Yes, I know it sounds impossible, but he is a Giganotosaurus. And as you can see, his mate has laid an egg. And an Albertosaurus does not want an egg. He wants a Dimetrodon. It's bigger, suitable prey. But it's not really like eggs because it is larger, much larger than a Tyrannosaurus egg. He moves in for the feast, but then recognizes the baby Dimetrodon and kills it. The belly of the Dimetrodon is ripped open, and his foot has fallen off, and he doesn't have a tail. So, with his head stuck in the Dimetrodon, the mother is near. And then, the Albertosaurus hears some like squeaking or squawking noise. Gets his head out of the Dimetrodon and scans for what is that squeaking sound. He has no idea and continues to feast. Do you have an idea what that squawking sound is? It may be the egg. And out of nowhere, Monsterkiller bites the Albertosaurus's leg. The Albertosaurus gets his head out of the dead Dimetrodon. Monsterkiller has bitten off the Albertosaurus's leg. I know that's crazy. So then he calls for his mate, and her name is Razortooth. And then he begins feasting on the Dimetrodon. And then they hear the squeaking and the squawking. They both look at the egg. The male backs off and lets the female do her thing. Monsterkiller and his mate, Razortooth, have just had their very own baby. He looks up at his parents. He's investigating the camera. Cute little T-Rex. So anyways, he looks up at his mother and then flips over, or like falls over, and then looks up at his lifelong father. He jumps up and climbs all over his head. Oh wait, I forgot! They're not Tyrannosauruses, they're Giganotosauruses. The baby falls off, and then the dad catches him. Well, Monsterkiller does. And he walks to his mother's feet. Then the mother tells the baby to start eating. The baby goes over and gets the dead Dimetrodon baby and then brings it to his eggshells and eats it. Well, not the eggshells. He eats the baby Dimetrodon. And then the mother starts eating the dead Dimetrodon mother. And Monsterkiller flips over the dead Albertosaurus and eats it. We can see the Triceratops nest has gotten very grassy. So when they have their dinner, they will have a big one. And have I told you she has had another baby? And so, anyway, let's get back. Oh man, sorry. Let me just wait for this to go away. Okay, sorry about that. That happened at the same time a couple episodes ago, except it was different. Say, the dinosaurs were like different color. So anyways, let's get back to the point, the program. So here we see the father, Parasaurolophus, walking down the street. His nest has gotten, he has cleaned his nest. His nest has gotten a couple new plants too. So anyways, something is watching the Giganotosaurus family. That dinosaur is. A young Tarbosaurus. Tarbosauruses are completely rare. He smells something rather very odd and follows it. After following the scent, he comes to the Velociraptor nest. He knows what this is, but he has webbed feet. Well, not webbed feet like a duck. Well, a duck is a bird. So anyways, he has not feet like the Velociraptors, let's say, and he won't sink. Like a Giganotosaurus does not sink. He digs out one of the Velociraptors and recognizes the dead Kronosaurus baby. Digs it out, too. And this is the other one. He walks off. Go see if there's water in the watering hole. But unfortunately, there isn't. But then he sees a pterosaur flying. And then for some reason it dies. Yes, it has returned. The poison plant has returned. So anyways, we'll get back to that in a second. Let's focus on the Tarbosaurus. Water is coming down from something. There used to be a waterfall here. He drinks the falling water. Well, that was a pretty funny roar. Indeed. That sounds like more like a baryonyx, but it wasn't a baryonyx. Although sometimes there are baryonyxes here. That's completely rare too. The Tarbosaurus digs and just makes sure that there's no other dead dinosaurs in the sinking sand. He finds the nest of the Velociraptor eggs, but the eggs will spoil without protection of the mother and father Velociraptors. But